We are going to be looking at a Doomfist player today. He plays on King's Row. He says that he doesn't know what more he can do to win the game. This is a game he lost. His name is Genju Deity. I think it's kind of a copy of the streamer Get Quaked on. So he goes into this hotel and he's going to camp here, waiting for the enemy. And Doomfist is really good on this map because you can do these sort of camping things on defense. He can be really strong. So you're going to wait for the enemy to come and bang, get the punch. Nice job. That was really good. So you took your time, wait for the enemy to come. You didn't push them. You just waited for them. And when they came, you sprang out from your hiding place. That was nice. So it's good that you're changing up the position now. You're not just staying in the same hotel again. You're going to this position now because you know it'll be a bit predictable if you go from the same spot every time. So here you might have wanted to go for the aerial slam instead, but it doesn't matter. You got the kill onto the Genji. You did go for the arc slam instead of the aerial slam, which means you get more damage, but if you don't have the accuracy, like you can't guarantee you're going to land where you want to land all the time when you go for the arc slam. So that's the trade-off. And you move more slowly when you do the arc slam. And when I say arc slam, I mean the indirect slam versus direct slam, or also the E slam, like the way that you go directly to the point. This is nice. You're using your ult here. Really nice job. Your mechanics are really solid. I would say you're quite a high rank player, maybe diamond. And you get back to this position, which is a good position to defend from. Interesting use of abilities there. You went for the slam first, and then you went for the punch, then the uppercut, which I've never really seen used that frequently with this hero, which is it's an interesting combination. You missed a few punches, doesn't really matter. You try and go out, but unfortunately you get killed by the Genji. So you're in a very... Oh, you got rezzed, I think. Oh yeah, okay. You get rezzed by the Mercy. That was a good res by the Mercy. So now you have the opportunity to go back in, try and do some damage. Nice job killing the Ana. It was a very valuable target, but she had already used her nano. But in general, yeah, you want to go for Ana. She's probably one of the most valuable targets. She's the main healer. Nice. The team manages to get the point back, and that was largely because of you, because you killed the Ana. It's quite dangerous to take on, like from head on. You don't want to end up getting slapped. Enemy team has a Genji with ult. Also has McCree. You have to be careful with the McCree. You missed the slam, but it's fine. You get the punch. That was really nice. When it comes to McCree, you want to try and bait out his stun flashbang. McCree can counter Doomfist, but Doomfist can also outplay him. Thus, you have the opportunity to do that. So it's not a straightforward hard counter. Yeah, it was good that you didn't use your ultimate here. You knew that it was already a lost fight. There's no point committing to it. So your team is falling back now, and you're coming back from spawn. You should be able to get back quite quick because you have your mobility. Because Doomfist is a very mobile character. So you're back with your team. You have the chance to go aggressive here because you have your ultimate, so you can do that safely. Really nice work there. Wow, that was insane. Good job. You're basically hard carrying your team right now. You won the fight pretty much solo. Honestly, there's not much more you could have done so far that I can see. You're not making any really big mistakes or anything like that. Here, I might have gone for the arc slam, sorry, the direct slam. I'm going to go for the air slam because it's quite far away, the distance you're trying to slam. You can't guarantee that the arc will reach there. Good job getting some ultimate charge off. Um, so you should have time to recontest this. Your Reinhardt has ultimate. I think you're going to try and recontest. I would go for the arc slam here. Not the arc slam, the direct slam. Yeah, good job there. Oh, you just didn't quite manage to get your ultimate, unfortunately. McCree is kind of being a problem, I think. I don't know if he got stunned, but he's. I wouldn't say he's countering you, really. But uh, to absorb CCs and things and stuns. But this McCree is definitely being a problem, so you wanna try and have a plan to deal with him. Go from behind or go within line of sight of your Zarya. Get the kill onto the Zarya, which is really valuable because he has a really um, long walk back from spawn. He's all the way back here, and you should be able to get back to the fight before he does. You also have your ult charge. You're almost at your ultimate. So with McCree, yeah, you want to try and turn punch and try and bait out his splash. And it basically is a duel of it's a skill matchup. If you can land your primary fires on him before he gets his things on him onto you, then you win. Nice ultimate there. You got a massive amount of value there because you created the opening, quite a big opening for your team. Then it's really down to your team to follow up on that. If they don't manage to follow up, then that's really on them. It looks like they still lose the fight, which they really shouldn't have lost. And you swap to the Genji now, I think, because you felt like the McCree was being quite a big problem for you. But I'm not a Genji player. I can't comment on hero specific things, but I can just talk about the game general things. Kind of unlucky there, you weren't in sight of any of your healers. You were almost in sight, but not quite. Um, be aware of your position. There wasn't much you could have done. If it's good, you go for the Zarya. And even if you see the Zarya has his bubble up, it's still worthwhile to just go for him, kill him quickly. You don't want to give him the chance to build up his ult more, so just get rid of the bubble as soon as you can. You're just spamming your primaries to get the ultimate off. This is fine, but remember you have a really short time bank remaining. Because you took such a long time to get to this point, you only have a minute and 10 seconds left, and that means you need to play quite aggressively. You can't let them push you like this. Like you have to push in really aggressively. That's the only chance you have to even stand a chance to win. You're probably going to lose this game already because you're on such a short time bank. It's unlikely that most teams will make it to the end from this amount of time. So that's why you really want to play aggro, and you're kind of dallying around here, going. I know you're trying to sync up with your team, which is good in a way, but you also really want to play quite aggro when you have the short time back. It's unfortunate, but you get rest. Fortunate. Really good work here. Really good, solid. You get 3 kills with the Dragon Strike. Basically get the whole team kill. And the Rhine landed quite a good shuttle as well. I see that you're on fire a lot of the time, which is kind of an indication that you are doing pretty good relative to your team and the enemy team. So the enemy team now has the Bastion, and you're going to have to be the one who deals with the Bastion. But your Bastion, the Bastion is now taking your team out. It's killed everyone. So there, I think instead of the Tracer, I might have tried to focus the Bastion there. He is the biggest threat probably in the lower ranks. Well, I don't know what rank you are, but he is a big threat if he's left unchecked. Whereas Tracer is a threat, but you also have the McCree to deal with the Tracer, hopefully. Um, so yeah, it looks like you just got pressured. Your team should have been standing behind the payload, probably. Yeah. And then Zarya, I think your Zarya is waiting quite a while to use her ult as well. That's really annoying when that happens. Like your Zarya might be holding on to their ult. Overall, you play really well. There's no major mistakes. I'd say you're at least diamond level. Your profile is private, so I can't check what your rank is, but I think you're diamond level at least. That's where you're playing at. But then remember that rank doesn't really mean anything anymore, because the game is basically the ladder is meaningless. Like ranks do not mean anything. Um, I don't think there's much more you could have done. Your Doomfist is really good. I would focus on playing the Doomfist. Like, don't swap off just because of one counter. You were doing really well with the Doomfist, but I think you swapped because you were getting stunned by the McCree, which does happen. But I still think if you'd stayed on the Doomfist for all of it, that would have been fine as well. But yeah, well played overall. This is the takeaway if anyone else wants to take a look.